Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते कई भाषाओं में कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule。
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule。
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/katapan-schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Манай нэвтрүүлгүүд олон хэлээр гардаг. Зочлох хаяг suprememastertv.com/schedule.
No matter if the Maya right or wrong, it's all wrong. It's all wrong to punish people for the things that they don't know what they're doing. Yeah? That's why Jesus forgive those who crucify him, because please, Father, they don't know what they're doing. Truly, they don't know what they're doing.
Please continue watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, and Thai.
Ótimo ver vocês, espectadores maravilhosos. Meu nome é Lúcia de Goiânia, no excitante Brasil. Nosso povo deseja a vocês bênçãos imensas e graça celestial. Conhecido como um país que recebe os visitantes com um enorme sorriso, Brasil é o maior país da América Latina, é o quinto maior país do mundo. A língua oficial é o português, contudo, os brasileiros são descendentes de imigrantes de mais de 50 países. E até hoje ainda há povos tribais indígenas vivendo nas selvas. A mistura de raças tem feito do Brasil um país culturalmente rico e ao mesmo tempo único. Essa tremenda diversidade define essa nação como um lugar onde ninguém é estrangeiro, onde se pode mudar o próprio destino sem perder a identidade e onde todo e qualquer brasileiro tem um pouco do mundo inteiro em seu sangue. Essa pode ser a razão pela qual o povo recebe tão abertamente todos aqueles que vêm à sua terra. É um privilégio compartilhar um vislumbre do sempre fascinante Brasil com vocês, espectadores abençoados. Oramos para que sua compaixão abrace todos os seres. Por mais de 3 décadas, Supreme Master Shin Hai tem iluminado nosso mundo com seus ensinamentos divinos. Uma mestra totalmente iluminada, ela transmite o método Kuan Yin de meditação para aqueles que desejam descobrir imediatamente a natureza de Deus interior e alcançar em uma só vida a eterna liberação do ciclo de transmigração. O método Kuan Yin tem sido praticado por todos os mestres iluminados, tais como Buda, Confúcio, Guru Nanak, Jesus Cristo, Lao Tzu, Senhor Krishna, Senhor Mahavira, Profeta Maomé, a paz esteja com ele, e muito mais. Ela enfatiza que sempre nos lembrarmos de Deus, prestarmos serviços altruístas e seguirmos as leis do universo, chegaremos ao nosso mais elevado potencial como seres humanos e realmente entenderemos nosso propósito na Terra. Suprema Mestra Shin Hai é um extraordinário exemplo vivo de compaixão, regularmente enviando assistência material e financeira, assim como o amor a refugiados, desabrigados, vítimas de desastres naturais e outros que necessitam de socorro. Suprema Mestra Shin Hai está profundamente agradecida ao querido Deus por todo o apoio financeiro, conforto e apoio ao aflito e necessitado e ou qualquer boa causa durante os anos como uma humilde recipiente pela seua compaixão e amor para suas preciosas crianças. Suprema Mestra Shin Hai recebe apoio e amor de várias organizações, mídia, governos e indivíduos. E também muitos prêmios deles, tais como o Prêmio da Paz Gussi 2006, considerado o Prêmio Nobel da Paz do Oriente, o Prêmio de Liderança Espiritual Mundial em 1994, o Prêmio Mahavir em 2008, 22 de fevereiro e 25 de outubro, ambos proclamam como o Dia da Suprema Mestra Shin Hai, uma cidadã honorária dos Estados Unidos, etc. E foi honrada por todos os anos com vários outros prêmios e elogios pelas suas excelentes ações filantrópicas e humanitárias. desculpamos por não sermos capazes de mostrar muitos outros prêmios e honras pela falta de espaço e tempo. Uma voz verdadeira para nossos belos amigos animais. Suprema Mestra Shinhai promove a pacífica e amorosa dieta à base vegetal e visualiza com o despertar da humanidade a sacralidade de toda a vida. Um tranquilo e glorioso mundo inteiramente vegano, onde animais e humanos vivem em beatífica harmonia. Suas iniciativas para disseminar a tendência vegana são diversas e têm incluído distribuição de panfletos, vida alternativa, a rede internacional de restaurantes veganos, Loving Hut, companhia de produtos alimentícios veganos, produtos de pele vegano, Supreme Master Television, bem como falar regularmente com líderes influentes do governo e dos meios de comunicação e participar de conferências televisionadas sobre mudanças climáticas, etc. Quer estejamos cientes disso ou não, seus esforços têm causado uma enorme influência sobre a consciência global do estilo de vida amigo dos animais e como essa benevolente maneira pode trazer paz duradoura entre as nações enquanto salva nosso planeta das alterações climáticas e desastres. Ao longo dos anos, Supreme Master Shinhai tem viajado por todo o mundo, das Américas à África, da Europa à Oceania, e realizado centenas de discursos com o público e com os discípulos dela sobre uma variedade de temas espirituais. Hoje, somos abençoados por apresentar uma dessas palestras perspicazes, intitulada O Sutra Surangama, os estados demoníacos do sentimento Skandhas, continuação, parte 1 de 7, Entre Mestre e Discípulos, dada em inglês, 27 de dezembro de 2018, em Taiwan, também conhecida como Formosa.
Okay. I have only two older men. You have? Had? Huh? You have had? 有没有？哎呀，给你好了。好，是我的了。Yes, it's good. Please, please sit down. And wear your hat. Wear hat. Wear hat. 戴帽子比较温暖一点。When I was still a monk, I shave head in winter, very cold, and I have headache. 我当和尚的时候是剃度，哇，好冷好冷，头痛。Probably is here. Yeah, that's right. I mark it here so I can continue. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. We have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. According to Buddhism and the belief and the tradition, when you read Sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the Sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the Sutra also with silk, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. But at least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the Sutra, they will get benefit. Yes. Yesterday we were talking about this a good person when he attains some state of samadhi, and if he thinks he's a sage, then the demon of chronic depression will enter his mind, and he might take up knives and swords and cut his own body, terrible. Or he may flee into the wilderness, driven by constant anxiety and be unwilling to see people. And lacking proper samadhi, he will certainly fall. Today we continue. Further, Ananda, in this state of samadhi, the good person sees the disintegration of the form skandha and understands the feeling of skandha. As he dwells in this purity, his mind is tranquil and at ease. Suddenly a feeling of boundless joy wells up in him, and there is such bliss in his mind that he cannot contain it. This is called experiencing lightness and ease, but lacking the wisdom to control it. If he understands, then there is no error. This experience does not indicate sagehood. But if he considers himself a sage, then a demon that likes happiness will enter his mind. As soon as he sees someone, he will laugh, he will sing and dance in the streets. It happened, huh? Yeah. He will say that he has already attained unobstructed liberation. Lacking proper samadhi, he will certainly fall. Samadhi is a state of, deep meditation. But it can also mean that you're very stable in spiritual practice. So if you don't have enough stability when you do meditation, you might have trouble controlling your whatever state of mind that you're in, like too much sadness, too much happiness, too much craziness, too much confidence, etc., etc. He already gone so high and feeling blissful. You would think he is a sage already. No, not yet. And even demon can come in his mind. How kapa? It's very scary. There was a demon of happiness. So be careful. I heard about some people like that. They dance on the street and they hug people, and of course people think they're crazy. And then put off many people to go and learn meditation because of that. That they call possessed, possessed state. But he's not harming anyone. It's just that he doesn't behave as if he is a normal saint. Further, in this state of samadhi, he could be in there and then, but he can go further if he doesn't think that he attained everything yet. And then if he continue with this state, then he can go The good person sees this integration of the form skandha and understands the feeling of skandha. He say he is already satisfied. Suddenly a feeling of unreasonable, intense self-satisfaction may arise in him. It may include pride, outrageous pride, maybe arrogant, haughty pride, overweening pride. Buddha has so many vocabulary. And pride based on inferiority. My God, all of which occur at once. In his mind, he even looks down on the Tathagatas of the 10 directions. He even don't respect any Buddhas. How much the more so on the lesser positions of sound hearers and those enlightened by conditions. Sound hearers. Buddha say all the time, sound hearer, Kuan Yin. This is called viewing oneself as supreme, but lacking the wisdom to save oneself. My God, you can't even save yourself in that state. If he understands, then there is no error. This experience does not indicate sagehood. But if he considers himself a sage, then a demon of intense arrogance will enter his mind. He will not bow to stupas or in temples. He will destroy sutras and images so extreme, become fanatic, extremely arrogant. He will say to the Dhanapatis, these are gold, bronze, clay or wood. The sutras are just leaves or cloth. He is very arrogant, disrespecting Buddhas, stupa, statues, sutras, and all kind of holy things. The flesh body, he's talking now. He's talking to anything that's not important. He even say these are gold, bronze, clay or wood. The sutras are just leaves or cloth. What he means is the statues or the stupas, the small memorial they make for the Buddhas or the saint. He say these are just gold and bronze or wood or clay only. There's nothing in it. No meaning anything. Yes. The sutra are just leaves or cloth even. The flesh body is what is real and eternal, but you don't revere it. Instead, you venerate clay and wood. That is totally absurd. That's what he said, absurd. He finished talking. The practitioner opinions are like that. And now, the Buddha continue commenting. Those who have deep faith in him will follow him to destroy the images or bury them. He will mislead living beings so that they fall into the relentless hells. Lacking proper samadhi, he will certainly fall further in this state of samadhi. If he continue in this state of mind, then the good person sees the disintegration of the form skandha and understands the feeling skandha. In his refined understanding, he awakens completely to subtle principles. Everything is in accord with his wishes. He may suddenly experience limitless lightness and ease in his mind. He may say that he has become a sage and attained great self-mastery. It's possible that we can fall into this kind of trap because these are so powerful and so extremely wonderful. Yeah, this kind of state of mind, so blissful, happy, carefree, and wise also, somewhat. So we think we already Buddha. Yeah. This is a problem if we don't have a master to guide you or scold you into your right mind. subduing your ego by some mean, then you become like that. Might not be to the extreme as to destroy the sutras or the Buddha's images, but could be, very self-aggrandizement kind of a status. In Tibetan Buddhism, sometimes the normal Lama or anyone from outside come into the monastery feeling that he is such and such a tuku, a Rinpoche, a master from Rinpoche, teacher of this present Rinpoche, this present abbot. They make a lot of scene and noise. Yes. And then one of the person who wrote this kind of story, she said that if such a practitioner are not lucky enough to be near a good friend like other lamas or his teacher who will subdue his ego by scolding him in front of everybody, degrading him, make him become zero to the ego again, then he will continue become misled like that until he gone insane. Then he will be very sad, he cry, he laugh because nobody believe that he's tuku, the living Buddha. Nobody believe him that he is a former teacher of this present Rinpoche, and he expect this Rinpoche in the temple to bow to him, recognize him, be grateful to him, and respect him, and worship him, all that kind of thing. Some people fall into that state also. And it's some true story like that in some Buddhist monastery. Yes. Then sometimes the master would ignore him or try to do something to cure him immediately or as soon as possible. But if you meditate alone, you don't have any good friend like that, to check you out, to straighten you up, then you'll be in trouble. That's why meditating is also very important, that you must have a guide, yes, a good guide, who are not afraid to offend you. That would be better for your safety, and your spiritual progress. It might hurt the ego, but what is ego anyway? It doesn't matter, he won't die. If you hurt the ego, it doesn't hurt anything. It just makes you better only, right? It's better than continue to be insane or lost your spiritual merit or lost your wisdom, lost your future spiritual attainment or progress. Because the Buddha mentioned before, those kind of person even cut off the seed of future enlightenment, even cut off his body seed. It's very scary, That's why formerly not many masters would take up a lot of disciples. Even Bodhidharma, he didn't want to talk to no one a lot. He knows he's all deaf anyway. Just attaching to rope or whatever rules and regulation, and not really understand the meaning of meditation. So he just went to a cave and meditated for 9 years. And finally some disciple, truly a handful of them, 4 or 5 of them came and seek him out, and he really teach them. But even among the 5 of them, only 1 really understood the essence of it. The other 4, he say, oh, you are just like, you get my skin, meaning outside only. You get my hair or whatever. He meant just not yet inside, just outward only, outside only. Only 1, Huike, he's the one who attained what the master tried to teach him. And then after that, Bodhidharma left, go back to India. They said he's sick and died, so they bury him. But when they opened the coffin, there's nobody there, only 1 shoe. 1 shoe left. And the other one outside somewhere saw him with 1 shoe on his staff. The 1 shoe in the coffin and 1 shoe he take with him. Just to let people know that he's still alive or resurrected, that's all. Same with Kabir. The Muslim and the Hindu, they fight with each other who should take his body, because he's the master of whom, he has both Hindu follower as well as Muslim follower. So both of them fighting, wanting to take his body. And when they open the coffin, there's only 2 roses in it. One for Muslim, maybe one for Hindu. He's gone. He's not there anymore. Yeah, some master can take their body with them, resurrected, with the body or without the body. Yeah. It is said that Jesus resurrected. Yeah. And then later he went to Kashmir, continue his practice with some small circle of disciples. I visited his so-called tomb. Yeah. You have to pay, no? I had to pay some money to go inside. Yeah, they come and tell you outright, money, box. Yeah. Yeah, of course they need it maybe just to take care of the tomb, some caretaker, and they need to live of it, nah? I have to pay. I don't have that much money, but she told me to pay, so I paid. I go inside, have a look. And nothing much, just the tomb and the name. No tomb even, you don't see. It's just supposed to be there. Suppose he lived until 120 years old, yeah, in Kashmir. So maybe he resurrected and taken his body with him as well, like Kabir or Bodhidharma. Huh? All right. Good translation? Yeah, wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy. At least the Chinese, very difficult for them to come here. Not all of them have a lot of money. China is big, Not every Chinese city near Taiwan. Sometimes they have to go maybe with ox cart or something and get the bus and get the train and then get the airplane. It's very difficult. Some take 2, 3, 4, 5 days to get to Taiwan from their own home. All right. That's another one. Okay, here it is. You see sound here. Even the person who meditate in this kind, maybe another kind of meditation, when he reach this state of self-satisfaction, intense self-satisfaction, not just normal, then he becomes so happy, so arrogant. He even looked down upon those Kuan Yin practitioners, the sound hearers, and those ahats that have been enlightened by conditions, or meaning those beings who enlightened by themselves, by some certain conditions. Just like other disciples of the Buddha, enlightened by touch or by the sound of the Buddha, hearing the voice of the Buddha, or by the fragrance of something. Yeah? For example, like that. Just because they have probably been practicing many lifetimes already, so now just some simple condition, they get enlightened. Huh? And then also there are some called Patekya Buddha, meaning the one who meditate all by themselves, yeah, and then by some merit from the past life, or maybe seeing one master by chance and then became enlightened also. So these people are not necessarily disciples of Buddha, yeah. Okay. So, but the person who reached this state of extreme self satisfaction, he thinks he's above everything. But this is just one state, which is called viewing oneself as supreme, but lacking wisdom to save oneself even. You can't even save yourself. Not to talk about go out and save other souls. This is terrible, nah? Then you're falling. If he knows it, then it's okay. But if he doesn't know, then he will fall. The demons and all that will come. You see this kind of so-called enlightened person, he can't even save himself, but he has followers. The Buddha says those who have deep faith in him will follow him to destroy the images or bury them, destroy the Buddha statues and all that. He will mislead living beings so that they fall into the relentless hell. Bad one. Like improper samadhi, he fall. He fall, okay, one person might be okay. But because he's misleading others as well, that is a problem. So to choose a master is also a very difficult task. Not to talk about being enlightened or become a master oneself, eh? Poor beings, I'm sorry, I'm telling you. Living in this world is like in a jungle, in a maze or something. You can never know. You don't even know who is your master even. You don't even know who is what. Yeah? How can you even know who is a master even? Yeah? This kind of person who attained this kind of samadhi already can talk, have eloquence, yeah? Convince people, especially those who has no idea about meditation or dharma or anything. Of course, they would be more in trouble. And not just following him, but even fall into hell. This is really tragic. If you blindly follow him, it's not your fault. How come you even have to go to hell? What law is this? I want to tell you, I'm very angry sometimes with the so-called rules in this world and the Maya and all that. That's why I work day and night, because I cannot bear all this kind of injustice and pain that measure upon all beings, the animals, the humans, anyone, any alike. No one escapes. No one, they would even relent. Yeah, the animals, what can they do? Or even human, what can they do? Huh? They heard that, okay, God is great, Buddha is great. They want to follow. They want to learn. They want to be enlightened. Huh? They want to get out of suffering. What have they done wrong? But you are not me. You cannot understand my pain. My pain in the heart. Because what have they done? What have the people done? Even if they follow the wrong teacher and wrong view, what have they done? They no harm nobody. If they go on the street and say, oh, I'm great, because they misunderstand their greatness, they misunderstand their spiritual value. What have they done to anybody? You got that? You understand my anger, my pain? When they talk nonsense and they apply this kind of cruelty on anybody, I mean, really, it's on anyone. Imagine. Hell is not fun. Huh? And relentless hell even. Just because of wrong view. My God. I see only pain. That is unjustified pain and suffering for the innocent. If somebody kills somebody, okay, maybe you go to hell, fine. It's just stupid. Follow the wrong view. And this man, he has no proper guidance teacher. So he fall in the wrong state of attainment. That's all. And go to hell. And Buddha won't tell lie. You know what I'm saying? Just put them into hell just like that. Huh? Wouldn't you be angry? If it's your children, you would do more than that. For me, these helpless people are like children. Understand me? Because they don't know anything. They just like children, easily being cheated, seduced, misled, yeah? It's like those innocent teenage outside. The drug people use their innocence to seduce them into bad habit, and then they become bad. Because they have no money to buy drugs, then they go steal, they go do this and that, and then they become criminal. Just like that. No matter if the Maya right or wrong, it's all wrong. It's all wrong to punish people for the things that they don't know what they're doing. Yeah? That's why Jesus forgive those who crucify him, because please, Father, they don't know what they're doing. Truly, they don't know what they're doing. Even animals feeling sorry for humans when they're killing them. They're going to kill them, they cry. Not for them, but they feel sorry for the humans. Because they don't know what they're doing. They will get a lot more punishment than the animal just get. See, the animal just being killed and dying, however brutal, but die. But they don't know, the humans who kill them, don't know, they go to hell for I don't know how long and being punished and being tortured forever. You know, like the story I told you about the man who killed chicken to make soup and sell? Yeah. Lucky Kuan Yin Bodhisattva interfere. Otherwise he would continue being, in hell forever. Not just swallow some hot coal and then being free and giving another chance again. You see that? That was a true story, huh? But then, how many people would believe him and quit their crude way of life? Not too many. You can see that. You can see. How many people in Vietnam would read this story and even believe it? Huh? Oh man, there's endless suffering in this world.
Espectadores bondosos, obrigada por se juntar a nós para o programa de hoje, intitulado O Sutra Surangama, os estados demoníacos do sentimento Skandhas. Continuação, parte 1 de 7, Entre Mestre e Discípulos. A seguir é as 6 Enéadas por Plotino, a primeira Enéada, primeiro tratado, O Animado e o Homem, sessões 1 e 5, parte 2 de 2, em palavras de sabedoria, logo após notícias de destaque. Por favor, fiquem ligados na Supreme Master Television para mais programação positiva. Você pode perceber a beleza e a luz de Deus em toda a criação.
Kind-hearted viewers, thank you for joining us for today's program entitled The Surangama Sutra, The Demonic State of Feeling Skandhas Continue, Part 1 of 7, on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is The 6 Needs by Plotnos. The first need, first structure, the animate and the man, sections 1 to 5, part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May you perceive the beauty and light of God in all creation.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMG.